Hey guys, since I've been doing these dyno videos, I've had quite a few questions on the dyno itself. So this time I'm going to show you guys through the dyno, show you guys how I get consistent results out of it and the little quirks it has. First up is the controller box. As you can see, it's running the sweet CRT screen. Maybe you guys can go buy some merch so I can afford a new one as the old one blew up. Got a couple of computers down here, and a controller board with all the inputs on it. And then we have the power supply down here for the eddy current brake. It's running Dyno software, which is an old company here in New Zealand. They no longer exist, and I think this is one of the last ones they did back in 2012 or 2013. Onto the bed itself. It's a twin roller setup, as you can see. It's actually a old vane dyno, which is now mainline. It has an eddy current brake, which is a Telma CC135 down under here somewhere. I'll throw some pictures in. It's supposedly good for about 1300 Newton meters of torque, which if you do all the calculations, the dyno should be good for about 500 kilowatts. To get consistent results out of the dyno, other than things relating directly to the car, such as tyre pressure, water temperature, oil temperature, etc. The biggest issue I had when I got the dyno was the front rollers not being linked to the rear. A lot of the newer dynos will actually run a belt between them, which eliminates the issue. The issue being the inertia of the rear rollers is actually part of the calculation for power in the dyno. So you can see how you get inconsistent results if the car climbs up on the front roller. I'm going to show you guys an example of that. We'll chuck a car on, I'll tie it to the front, and then we'll tie it down with the new tie down system. Right, got the Hilux strapped on the dyno. This is my new tie down system that I came up with. It basically pulls the wheels straight down into the center of the rollers, so you can get plenty of grip without having the wheels right up on the front roller. As you can see, if the wheels try to climb up the front, it'll add more tension. If they try to go back, it'll also add more tension. So yeah, I'll run it up like this, and then I'll tie it forward to simulate the truck climbing up on the front roller and show you guys the power difference. Almost forgot to answer one of the most asked questions on the channel, that being the torque numbers. Like almost every dyno, they read torque from inertia along with a load cell reading if it's a brake dyno. These are the torque at the wheels numbers, which can be seen on my dyno graphs. The curve's correct, just the numbers are multiplied by the driveline. The wheel power is a calculation from these numbers along with the RPM of the dyno. To get back to torque numbers at the engine, or torque numbers minus the driveline loss. There needs to be another calculation from the engine RPM and the power, which isn't part of this dyno software. There are plenty of calculators online if you'd like to punch the numbers in manually. Just remember you'll have to factor in some driveline loss if you want to get back to the actual engine torque numbers. Okay, I hope this has answered some of your questions. If not, hit me down in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them.